personally believe that what you have in your fridge says a lot about you. So what does a fellow foodie like my bud, Pay Chen, have in her fridge? Let's check it out.
Hi Mary, it's Pay. I'm really excited to welcome you in and show you my kitchen. I am a food and travel writer, finder of delicious things, but mostly I love baking because I do have a sweet tooth, and that's my real joy. My love of food probably came from my parents, but I would say I wasn't fully aware of it. They had a stall at the farmer's market in Halifax. So growing up, my brother and I were really surrounded by makers and producers, and that was just like our normal childhood. It wasn't until I got older when I realized that I didn't know how to cook. And I started watching cooking shows on TV, I started reading cookbooks, and I realized that I had a really strong connection to food and cooking, and mostly to the people who are making it. And that's where my curiosity really was piqued in terms of wanting to talk to people and meet the people that grow your food and that make your food. With all this talk of food, let's take a little peek inside my fridge. My fridge is a condo-sized fridge, which is a challenge for someone who loves to shop as much as I do. So in my fridge, you will find a lot of things in jars. It is a slight problem. Anything that comes in a jar, I am very drawn towards purchasing. So it can be sauces, hot sauce, condiments, jams, preserves, all of that. But I'll always have like vegetables. So it'll be things that I can throw together in a salad very quickly. I do enjoy eating, so that means I kind of offset with like trying to get in a lot of fruits and vegetables as well. There's stinky cheese in there. I smelled it when I opened the fridge recently. Well, Mary, now that you've seen inside my kitchen, I'm going to come and check out yours.
Everyone, please welcome my friend, Pay Chen. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I am so thrilled that Pay is here. I've been such a huge fan of yours for so long.
Well, same.
Oh gosh. Well, I am so excited because today you are going to talk about condiments. Because everyone's fridge is different.
Yeah.
But I think something we all have in common, I know, is that like door of condiment.
Yes.
Yes. So you wanted to talk about some different ones, all from Canadian makers today.
Something I love to do is to discover like smaller Canadian businesses and highlight them. And so this is a wonderful opportunity for people to discover something really delicious that you might want to add to your kitchen.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we starting with?
So we're going to start off with a fairly young company called Cook with Zing. Everything is made in Toronto. So an Ontario-based company, Asian-owned, women-led. And I discovered them during like those early days of the pandemic. And that's actually when they started. Because I don't know about you, but I was really tired of my own cooking.
Yes, I got to the point where I was like, is this it? Is this it?
And like, I'm an okay cook, but I was like, I'm really bored of this. Like, it's really, like, that's why I love to eat out. I love to eat different flavors that I don't make at home.
Yeah.
So they came up with pantry shortcuts, and they're meant to be like single ingredient flavor boosters to your favorite recipes. So I started off by buying their Hakka chili crisp. And I just thought, this is amazing. It's gonna go on all of my foods. And we created like a bit of an online friendship.
Yeah.
And I started buying all of their other pantry shortcuts. And they do a lot of chef collaborations and partnerships with food creators. So they slid into my DMs and
Classic.
like, I know, right? Slid into my DMs and said, you know what, if you ever want to create something together, I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes, now let's do it. So we created this. This is Sacha-ish.
Okay.
It is a miso chili condiment that is inspired by a Ooh, you're well trained.
I know, nicely done.
Inspired by the Taiwanese Sacha sauce, which is often used for hot pot. And typically it has seafood in it, but we created a vegan version so that it could appeal to more people. And it's so, I want to say like multi-purpose.
It's true.
You add a scoop of this to something. It's got the black bean, miso, garlic, ginger, lots of umami. And I love to add it to pasta, noodles, eggs, roast vegetables, what have you. It's really meant to be something that you just add a little scoop of and you get an instant boost of flavor to your favorite dishes.
Oh, so I see here you did it on a roasted Brussels sprout, which I love.
Yes, and
Not
so
everyone loves them, but it gives it that flavor.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, a little bit of olive oil and salt is great, but add a little scoop of Sacha-ish and you've totally transformed the flavor profile of this side dish.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I've eaten this before. It is so good. I put it on my egg sandwiches. I do a toasted bagel, hummus, some fried halloumi, some Sacha-ish, a fried egg, egg, maybe a bit of cheese. It's really good.
Yeah. And Mary, you've been so supportive, which I appreciate. On Instagram, I remember when you posted a little video, but it was sideways. So
I
it was
know.
like, Mary,
listen,
what
I'm
a wonderful recipe.
I'm a little bit of a Luddite. This is so good. It's got a little bit of heat, but you're
Yeah.
getting that savory note. Oh my gosh. All right, that is so good. But we are going from Brussels sprouts classic into breakfast. What are we talking about here?
Let's do this. So here we've got Salt Spring Kitchen Company. The owner and founder, Melanie, she started off in 2012, Salt Spring Island, British Columbia. And she started off with her spicy tomato jam at farmers markets. And since then, this has expanded to a whole collection of wonderful sweet and savory condiments. I love the little trio pack she has. I think this is a great way to sample her products. It's also really giftable. So the sweet collection that we have here is what we use for these pancakes. So this has a raspberry rose jam, peach lavender, like there's a little twist on everything, right? Blueberry basil, so that's what's on there if you want to have a little sample.
But I see there's some savory ones too, right?
There are some savory ones, and she has this jalapeno relish that I think is just fantastic for any of your sandwiches, your barbecue, what have you, even just on a salad. So I'll let you have a little bite of that. And this is really just something that you can add to your cheese board, your charcuterie board, that sort of thing. Is it delicious? I know the answer.
Oh, that's delicious. Salt Spring, you do good work.
Yes.
All right, now moving
move
on.
on. Okay.
I have seen these in a grocery store, and it made me laugh out loud. Tell me about these.
Okay, so this is a company out of Fergus, Ontario called Jewels Under the Kilt.
LOL.
They're nuts. So,
I have 12-year-old boy humor. Yeah.
so 10-year-old boy
Yeah,
humor.
yeah.
Okay, so anyway, Elizabeth and her partner, they bought this fruit and nut farm, and everything is local. So either they grow it or it's from the farms near them, like the ginger's from a nearby farm, the nuts they grow. And I didn't know that nuts grew in Ontario.
I also
I
did not
know that. So the hazelnuts, the pecans, she has like apple pie nuts. She's got the pumpkin pie, the espresso hazelnut, for example. So she does maple tumbled nuts. They're so delicious on their own, but also sprinkled over a salad or maybe added to granola and fruit, for example. Aren't they wonderful?
That is so good.
Yeah, so who knew? Nuts.
Ontario.
In
nuts.
Ontario.
I love it. Under the kilt.
That's where they are.
Truly, what a delight. This is delicious. And finally, I'm really excited because we're going a little bit spicy here.
Yes.
What do we have?
I love a good Jamaican jerk. And this is a company called Nurpy, started by Michael Burgess. He grew up in Kingston, Jamaica. His family moved to Canada in the early 80s when he was very young. So he created this line of sauces called Nurpies. And it's a throwback to his Jamaican heritage. So he's got a beautiful jerk marinade, a barbecue sauce. He's got a really nice hot sauce with a little bit of kick,
I like
a little bit of that Scotch bonnet in a lot of his products. And again, this is something where I don't necessarily want to, make a marinade out of 10 ingredients. I add a scoop of this to my chicken, let it marinate for an hour or overnight, throw it on the grill. Mwah. Chef's
Done.
kiss.
Chef's kiss. And you
Yes.
can even do it on something like tofu, like we've got here.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. Like you're saying, open up one thing, get a ton of flavor, easy breezy, you look like a superstar.
Yes, and you are a superstar.
You are a superstar. I agree. Yes, Kay. Oh my gosh. Well, just in case the studio audience, you also want to be a superstar, you're all going home with a selection of condiments from each of these wonderful recipes. Hey, so good. Oh my. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.